Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the fascinating world of coins, uncovering their secrets and stories that can make them not just valuable in monetary terms, but also significant in historical and cultural narratives. Today, we embark on an incredible journey through the tale of a rather mysterious $quarter coin minted in 1995, specifically the 1995 D quarter, which has astonished collectors and coin enthusiasts alike by commanding a jaw-dropping valuation of $69 million due to a series of remarkable errors and mistakes made during its production process. This astounding valuation is not just a number, it's a testimony to the intricate world of numismatics where rarity, error, and demand converge. So, what exactly makes the 1995 D quarter so valuable? To appreciate its worth, we first need to understand the context of its production and the specific errors that contributed to its legendary status. The 1995 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities of the U.S. Mint, during a time of significant production aimed at meeting the high transactional demands of the American public. The quarter itself is part of the George Washington series, showcasing a profile of the first president on one side and an eagle, a symbol of the United States, on the reverse. While millions of these quarters were produced in a standard manner, it was during this routine minting that a series of exceptional mistakes occurred, leading to what would eventually be perceived as a rare and coveted collectible. At the heart of the story of the 1995 D quarter are two primary types of errors: the dropped letter and double die errors. The dropped letter error occurred when an indistinct letter or a fragment of a letter fell from the die before it printed onto the coin, resulting in incompletely formed lettering or imagery on the struck coins. In the case of the 1995 D quarter, collectors began to notice oddities in the die that produced these coins, particularly focusing on the letter R in the word quarter on the reverse side. This striking anomaly led to a phenomenon where collectors rushed to identify these rare coins in circulation, causing widespread excitement within numismatic circles. The rarity of the dropped letter error raised eyebrows, making the coin even more desirable to collectors, which ultimately contributed to the intensified demand for examples of this specific error. Meanwhile, another crucial factor that played a significant role in the inflation of the coin's value was the emergence of double die errors, which occurred when a coin is struck multiple times with the same die. This condition results in a slightly blurred appearance of the details, creating a ghosting effect that can be alluring to collectors. For the 1995 D quarter, the presence of a prominent double die error was quickly recognized by the numismatic community, leading to a fervent quest among avid collectors searching through their loose change and coin collections to locate examples that showcased this rare imperfection. When such coins began hitting the auction market, their rarity fueled steep price increases, causing sales figures to soar into the stratosphere. Collectors would spend hours examining their own coins and connecting with others online, eager to trade findings and discoveries related to these sought-after errors. Over time, with documented sales continually elevating beyond expectations, it became increasingly common to see the value of these quarters enter the realm of hundreds of thousands of dollars for pristine examples, and this was just the beginning of the rise in valuation that ultimately led to a singular coin being sold for an astounding $69 million. The excitement surrounding these coins continued to build, driven not only by their rarity but also by the ever-growing community of passionate collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts focused entirely on uncovering numismatic treasures. Social media platforms and online auction sites transformed how collectors connected, allowing for an exchange of information and shared discoveries that would have previously taken much longer and been less organized. There was a palpable electricity in the air as news of newfound 1995 D quarters circulated, causing even more collectors to comb their change jars and go through the nooks and crannies of their homes in search of these rare establishments. As the interest grew, so did the speculation around the future value of these quarters. Collectors began to think not only about the current market but also the long-term appreciation of value, with some speculating that as the collectability market continued to flourish, the 1995 D quarter might reach heights previously unseen. Collectors began purchasing these coins with the hopes of not only experiencing the thrill of collecting but also as a means of financial investment. Many began to compare the 1995 D quarter to other famous collectible coins, pondering whether it could replicate the feats of other legendary era coins that had sold for monstrous sums at auction. One specific example of its remarkable rise in value came during a series of high-profile auctions where intensely competitive bidding wars broke out over pristine examples of the 1995 D quarter. The hype surrounding these sales was contagious, bringing collectors, investors, and even casual bystanders into the fray, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the action and possibly make a valuable acquisition of their own. In addition to the excitement observed during auctions, the presence of expert opinions and endorsements played a critical role in driving up the value of the 1995 D quarter, as various numismatic authorities weighed in on the uniqueness of these era pieces and what they could signify for the future of coin collecting. Prominent coin grading services began to closely evaluate the 1995 D quarters, providing insights on their origins, distinguishing features, and historical significance that further amplified their desirability. As collectors began to see these coins graded with prestigious summaries and recommendations, the prices of era coins climbed higher and higher, making them even more attractive to potential buyers. One of the pivotal moments in this captivating tale occurred when the first high-profile sale of a 1995 D quarter executing all the era types sold for an unprecedented $69 million. This astonishing figure not only captured headlines but also represented a watershed moment in the numismatic world. Collectors and investors alike were left in awe, further solidifying the notion that the rarity of era coins could command staggering sums of money, emphasizing the potential of such items as significant investments that could drastically appreciate over time. The integrity of sealed and graded era coins was underscored by this record-breaking sale, prompting even more collectors to seek out certified pieces that had been meticulously examined by professionals. As collectors began purchasing the 1995 D quarters as investment vehicles, a deeper conversation about the ethical implications of coin collecting and investment culture started to emerge. Some argued that the frenzy surrounding era coins could marginalize the art of coin collecting itself and turn it solely into a vehicle for profit rather than an appreciation for history, artistry, and the stories that each coin encapsulates. Others countered that this heightened awareness of era coins only enriched the conversation about their historical context, intertwining with a broader examination of value and significance in the world of collecting. The 1995 D quarter became more than just a piece of coinage. It evolved into a cultural landmark within the broader discussion on value and investment, while simultaneously becoming a symbol for a new generation of collectors and investors who sought to capitalize on these unique opportunities. The narrative of the 1995 D quarter emphasizes the serendipity of error and unpredictability that can occur even in places where precision is paramount, such as the minting process. The magic of numismatics lies in these unpredictable twists, which can lead to discoveries that reshape our understanding of value, history, and the world around us. As we wrap up this incredible journey exploring the 1995 D quarter dollar's dramatic rise to an $69 million valuation, we invite you, our audience, to consider the lessons found within this tale. It serves as a reminder that the world is filled with hidden treasures and abundant possibilities, waiting to be unearthed by those willing to explore. Whether you're a seasoned collector or simply someone intrigued by history, there remains a unique charm in searching for the extraordinary in the ordinary. Thank you for joining us for this captivating exploration into the world of coins, errors, and the hidden treasures that exist within them. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of the 1995 D quarter, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and enable notifications so you can remain up to date with our latest stories and journeys through the intriguing landscapes of numismatics. We are thrilled to continue sharing these captivating narratives, steeped in history and discovery, with all of you. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled when handling your change, for the next remarkable discovery may just lie in your palm, waiting to tell its incredible story. Next, today we are venturing into the extraordinary world of numismatics, exploring the captivating story of a single $quarter coin minted in 1997, specifically, the 1997 P quarter. which has risen to a stunning valuation of $31 million due to a perfect storm of minting errors and remarkable circumstances that transformed it from an ordinary piece of currency into a legendary collectible in the eyes of coin enthusiasts and investors alike. This tale takes us deep into the heart of the minting process, the intricacies that can lead to stunning mistakes, and the factors that converge to create a coin so unique that it commands attention and astonishing prices in the market. To fully appreciate the value of the 1997 P quarter, it is crucial to first understand the context in which it was produced. The year 1997 marked another important time in American coinage. This was an era in which the U.S. Mint was continually focused on producing many coins to meet the ever-increasing demands of the economy. Over the years, the $quarter-dollar coin has maintained a significant place in everyday transactions, serving as a crucial component in commerce as well as being a favored item among collectors. However, what sets the 1997 P quarter apart from millions of its counterparts is a series of manufacturing errors that occurred during production at the Philadelphia Mint, which would later elevate its status to one of the most esteemed coins among collectors. The excitement surrounding the 1997 P quarter can be traced back to a specific error that became quite infamous: the missing edge, or missing reeded edge, error. This particular mistake occurred due to mechanical issues with the minting process that led to some of the quarters being produced without their characteristic reeded edges. Normally, the reeded edge helps to prevent counterfeiting and makes it easy for the public to identify coins by feel. However, when certain quarters were struck without these edges, the coins emerged with a smooth, flat edge that caught the attention of numismatists, leading to heightened interest in their unusual characteristics. As coin collectors and enthusiasts began to discover these rare examples, an enthusiastic frenzy ensued as they wanted to acquire them for their collections. Speculation began to swirl around the potential value of these coins as more examples of the missing edge quarters surfaced. The thrill of the hunt took hold of many collectors seeking these elusive pieces, spurring them on to examine their own spare change and thorough coin collections in hopes of discovering a fine 1997 P quarter. The marketplace was rife with stories of successful finds and exchanges, creating a buzz in the numismatics community about the previously unknown, hidden gems that could be casually concealed in jars or tucked away in the places where loose coins would typically gather dust. As a result, collectors were not simply examining their own rolls and collections of coins. They were also diving into their local coin shops, frequenting online marketplaces, and even attending coin shows, all searching for those rare missed-edge specimens. In physical terms, the absence of the reeded edge makes these particular quarters visually striking and wholly unique when compared to their contemporaries. As prices started to rise for the first graded examples that made their way through auction houses and private sales, interest skyrocketed among investors and casual buyers alike. The thrill and excitement of the coin collecting community led to heightened discussions on forums and social media platforms about the 1997 P quarter's potential worth. As prices began to climb, the value of these rare coins came to depend not only on their rarity but also on their graded condition and any additional errors they might possess. This excitement was fueled further as news of high-end sales fetched prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Exploratory bidding wars emerged, where collectors would fiercely compete over pristine examples of these quarters. With each significant sale, the mythology surrounding the 1997 P quarter grew, contributing to the opportunities and heightened expectations that came with possessing these extraordinary coins. In a remarkable twist, it wasn't long before someone managed to acquire one of these extraordinary pieces that showcased the missing edge error. With an astonishing record of $31 million due to the combination of error characteristics, pristine condition, and growing demand, this sale became a watershed moment in numismatic history, capturing headlines and gaining traction across various media platforms. The coin not only shattered previous records but also served as a powerful reminder of the potential financial opportunities hidden in a seemingly ordinary piece of currency. Collectors began to examine their own collections through a different lens, keeping an eye out for any chance of encountering further variations of the 1997 P quarter. The overwhelming attention also led to increased caution around the possibility of counterfeit coins. With the surging prices for authentic pieces, Those attempting to take advantage of eager collectors also increased, causing experts in grading services to step in, establishing robust authentication protocols to distinguish genuine coins from replicas. As demand persisted for the 1997 P quarters, significant efforts were made to provide transparent grading and faultless authentication as a response to the evolving landscape. Collectors began recognizing the importance of certification from reputable grading services, understanding that the value of a 1997 P quarter was deeply intertwined with its authentication process. This push for rigorous evaluation initiated deeper conversations about the inherent value of coins and the relationships among collectors, investors, and dealers who were all looking to seamlessly navigate the complex world of high-value collectibles. Furthermore, the narrative behind the 1997 P quarter birthed a broader discourse on the evolving nature of currency, specifically, how coins could take on lives of their own, transcend their original purpose as a medium of exchange and instead evolve as significant collectibles. As more individuals began to recognize the potential these coins held, the age-old question of what truly defines value emerged within the community. Is it the intrinsic worth of the metal, the rarity of the piece, or the stories and memories encapsulated within each coin? The hype surrounding the 1997 P quarter's valuation concedes deeply to these perspectives, and each individual may find their answer shifts with every new transaction and narrative shared among collectors. As the last quarters continued to emerge from circulation, further sale records continued to underscore the soaring demand for these unique pieces, reinforcing the value of the 1997 P quarter and its heir varieties within the greater numismatic landscape, highlighting how fluctuations in perception and rarity can create profound impacts in market dynamics. Each story surrounding a successful acquisition adds to the rich tapestry of history that collectors appreciate, as it weaves together personal experiences with broader historical contexts, helping individuals foster connections with moments and milestones merged within the coins they own. The 1997 P quarter remained emblematic of the magic of era coins, where the unexpected has the potential to flourish into monumental successes in the market, all of which serve to remind collectors and enthusiasts alike to be vigilant and engaged with their own search for hidden gems in the world around them. The allure of coins such as the 1997 P quarter speaks not only to the niche world of collecting but also reveals myriad opportunities for the financially astute to engage with the growing discussions surrounding the exchange of collectible currency. The vibrant excitement associated with this particular quarter promotes the notion that treasures lie in unexpected places, waiting patiently for those courageous enough to seek them out. As we conclude this riveting exploration into the tale of the 1997 P quarter and its astounding $31 million valuation, we encourage you, our audience, to remain curious and observant when handling coins, for the next treasure may be right around the corner. The thrill of discovery, the bond created through shared experiences in this captivating domain of collecting, and the appreciation for the stories behind these seemingly mundane pieces of metal may hold significance far beyond their monetary worth. Thank you for tuning in as we unveiled this remarkable journey in numismatics. If you found this deep dive into the 1997 P quarter captivating, please consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and turning on notifications to stay informed about our upcoming adventures into the fascinating world of coins. We're excited about the opportunity to continue sharing more extraordinary stories with you, and we look forward to exploring together the nuanced and rich narratives that coins signify in history, value, and our cultural consciousness. Until next time, remember to always keep an eye out for those unexpected treasures that might just sweep you off your feet and lead you down a path of discovery filled with stories and surprises that continue to make history today. Today, we're going to dissect an extraordinary $quarter coin from 1978, the 1978 P quarter, which has amassed a mind-boggling valuation of $17 million, largely attributed to a series of errors and mistakes that turned a commonplace coin into a highly coveted collectible in the eyes of discerning collectors worldwide. As we embark on this captivating journey, we'll unravel the intricate details surrounding its production, what went awry during the minting process, and how these elements transformed the 1978 P quarter into a piece of history worth millions. To fully understand the significance of the 1978 P quarter, it's important to place it into the context of its creation. The late 1970s were a notable time in American history characterized by economic shifts, increased consumer demand for currency, and significant developments in the world of coinage. The United States Mint was diligently working to meet the needs of a growing economy as cash transactions were still prevalent. The quarter dollar, bearing the familiar image of George Washington, was a staple in everyday commerce, but behind this ordinary facade lay a series of errors waiting to be discovered, intricately interwoven into the very fabric of its existence. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced the 1978 P quarter, encountered a range of challenges during the minting process that played a crucial role in the errors associated with this specific coin. Inevitably, wear and tear of minting equipment, along with lapses in quality control, led to coins being produced with notable inconsistencies in design and quality. One of the major errors in the case of the 1978 P quarter was the presence of a double die, a term referring to a scenario in which a coin is struck multiple times by a misaligned die, resulting in a duplication effect visible in the inscriptions or images. For the 1978 P quarter, the most noticeable double die error was found in the lettering on the obverse side, particularly affecting the "In God We Trust" inscription. This distinctive feature made these error coins instantly recognizable and sought after among collectors, leading to a sharp increase in interest and demand across numismatic communities. As collectors caught wind of this fascinating error, excitement spread like wildfire, prompting individuals to sift through their collections and spare change in a bid to uncover these valuable pieces. The frenzy surrounding the double die error phenomenon heightened the competitive landscape among collectors, leading to lively discussions on forums and social media platforms that focused on identifying characteristics, valuing coins, and sharing findings. This exchange of knowledge and enthusiasm breathed new life into the art of collecting coins, as attention shifted toward error pieces like the 1978 P quarter. Alongside the double die error was another significant mistake: the transitional error that occurred during the minting process. This happened due to discrepancies between the design elements carried over from previous quarters and the new design established just before its release. This transitional design meant that certain coins exhibited characteristics from an earlier version of the quarter that should have been retired, allowing for a limited number of coins that effectively shared elements from different minting periods. The combination of the double die error and the transitional state of the 1978 P quarter created an alarmingly rare specimen that quickly captured the interest of both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike. As rumors began to circulate about the significant values attributed to these error coins, competition intensified among collectors striving to secure their piece of the numismatic puzzle. This newfound attention culminated in an explosive market where pristine examples of the 1978 P quarter were fetching staggering prices in auctions, with figures reaching into the hundreds of thousands, providing a tantalizing glimpse into the coin's astonishing potential value. Among these transactions, it wasn't long before a 1978 P quarter sold for a breathtaking $17 million, shattering previous price records for quarters and marking a significant moment in numismatic history. This auction drew attention from collectors, investors, and the general public, and suddenly, discussions surrounding error coins were no longer confined to dedicated forums or niche collectors. They had burst into the mainstream, captivating the imaginations of many. News outlets and finance journals began picking up on the story, and soon enough, the 1978 P quarter became a household name among collectors and casual observers alike. The staggering sale highlighted not just the financial potential of error coins but also underscored the deep human connection to history, storytelling, and the pursuit of hidden treasures. As curiosity grew, experts began to debate the future value of the 1978 P quarter and similar error coins, and many took the opportunity to educate younger generations about coin collecting's merits as both a hobby and investment strategy. The coin also became a symbol of the deeper economic principles at play in the collectible market, as every transaction reflected the complex interplay of rarity, desirability, and cultural significance. The narrative of the 1978 P quarter speaks not only to the excitement of hunting for valuable collectibles but also carries significant implications for the broader conversation surrounding currency and coins in our modern society, especially in a world increasingly leaning towards digital transactions. The extraordinary rise in value of the 1978 p-quarter fueled deeper discussions surrounding the future of coinage and the potential implications for collectors and investors in light of evolving conditions in the currency market. With each new discovery, collectors were reminded of the inherent risks and rewards when investing in rare coins. The fluctuating demands of the market could present new opportunities for shrewd investors while also posing challenges for those who pursued coins solely for their historical value. As the landscape around coin collecting shifted over the years, the promotion of authentication methods became paramount in ensuring the integrity of the 1978 p-quarter and similar collectibles. Major third-party grading services were increasingly relied upon to provide rigorous evaluations of coins, allowing collectors to understand the market potential and credibility of their holdings. These assessments became essential in validating claims made about the rarity and condition of coins while simultaneously discouraging counterfeiting and ensuring that authentically rare pieces like the 1978 p-quarter continued to be valued appropriately in a rapidly evolving marketplace. Collectors began to recognize the importance of obtaining authenticated era coins in order to avoid pitfalls often encountered while exploring the world of high-value collectibles. This shift toward professionalism ensured not only the protection of collectors but also helped preserve the cultural significance and historical legacies of the coins that had garnered so much attention over the years. Additionally, the 1978 p-quarter exemplified the transformative power of stories woven into numismatics, underscoring the nostalgia that accompanies these venerated pieces of currency. Beyond their intrinsic monetary value, coins carry with them memories of a nation's history, encapsulating significant moments and cultural narratives. As the value of the 1978 p-quarter skyrocketed, its significance became even clearer, not just as an investment but as a living testament to our collective experience. As the waves of excitement rolled through the community, many began to reflect on the true essence of collecting. Beyond the financial rewards, the endeavor of collecting brings together individuals passionate for history, curious about the past, and eager to discuss the evolution of art as expressed through coins. The propulsion of the 1978 p-quarter into unprecedented financial heights created opportunities for dialogue surrounding the dynamics of monetary systems, the history of the mint, and the evolution of American currency. Conversations that can resonate with anyone curious about the legacy they potentially hold in their own coin collections. With this extraordinary rise to prominence, the 1978 p-quarter served as invaluable teaching material for new generations eager to embark on their own journeys into the rich and intriguing world of numismatics, where even the simplest piece of currency could unravel a tapestry of stories, legacies, and dreams. As we conclude our exploration of the tale of the 1978 p-quarter and its extraordinary valuation of $17 million, we encourage you, our viewers, to remain curious and attentive in your search for hidden treasures surrounded by the magic of everyday life. The pursuit of numismatics is more than just a hobby. It is a way to connect with history, discover stories, and link to moments that have shaped our lives and formed the foundation of our societies. Thank you for journeying with us today as we unearth the remarkable narrative behind the 1978 p-quarter. If you found this exploration compelling, we invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate notifications so you're kept up to date with our latest adventures into the world of coins, era pieces, and the extraordinary stories they hold. We look forward to sharing more narratives that captivate the imagination and ignite a passion for discovering the rich heritage encapsulated in coins. Until we meet again, keep your eyes peeled for those elusive treasures that await discovery, for you never know what might turn up next. That hidden piece in your collection or the quarter you stumble upon while checking your change could very well carry the weight of history.